Hey, it's Wendy from Soul Embodiment. So I've been waiting a long time to do this reading today because just as I sat down and pulled the cards and before I'd looked at anything, my neighbor started having all these construction trucks pull up in the cul-de-sac to do some backyard landscaping for them, and I couldn't record the video. So I'm excited that it's quiet now and time. So I can't wait to see what cards we pull for this week. So those of you who follow this every week, you know that for the last 2 weeks, we've been in a spiritual death and rebirth phase with the appearance of the Shaman's Death card. Now, we do have a full moon coming up this week, so that signals a time of completion of that which we've been working on. And moves us into a time of releasing. So it'll be interesting to see what the cards have to say. So brace yourself, here we go. Okay, we do have a different energy. It is a very interesting energy this week. This is the Heyoka card. Now, that is the energy of the trickster. So kind of like the coyote in an animal card. The Heyoka is the sacred clown. So for all of you English major buffs or Shakespearean buffs out there, the Heyoka or sacred clown performs the same service as like the court fool in Shakespeare's comedies. So they use humor as a way of telling truth. So for instance, the court jester could tell the truth to the king because he did it as a joke, and it was known that he was ridiculous, right? So it is always the sacred clown, the fool and the tarot card, right? So the fact that spiritual wisdom often may seem counter to common sense or human wisdom. So the Heyoka, though, has kind of a different energy. They're also known as the backwards ones. So they will do whatever it takes to shock us out of our complacency with the reality we have allowed ourselves to see, and they will jolt us into seeing things in a new and different way, often through humor. Often the joke is on them, so they will imitate for us that part of ourselves that is foolish, give us a good laugh, and allow ourselves to lighten up, let our ego go, and not take ourselves so seriously. Also, the backwards one phrase, sometimes a Heyoka would take a vow to live backwards. So they would, rather than like walking straight towards something, they would walk backwards towards something. They would kind of live in reverse. And it was an interesting way of pointing our attention to noticing those things we do automatically and how breaking those down to see them in a new and different way. So those can be some of the meanings of Heyoka. It's always meant to surprise us and have us see things more clearly. So to gain some clarity on that, let us look at our animal card for this week. Oh, and we're back to the horse. Okay, so again, the horse speaks a powerful forward movement. And it's also the tool that the shaman uses to move into different realities. So let's see where we want to go with this. So we've been in a process of spiritual death and rebirth. It's looking like that is complete, right? And we are arising as the Heyoka, right? The sacred clown. So you don't have to take yourself so seriously, right? Because you know what's really important. And the ego has had its own kind of death. And now you are living beyond the ego in the power of your divine innocence and foolishness and a wisdom that comes from within rather than the conventions of the outside world. So in doing that, it is time now to powerfully move forward into your new truth, trusting your own internal wisdom and asking yourself, which reality do you want to move into? What new things would you like to create? What is the new world that is waiting for you to explore it now that you've gone through this transition? So you are in a powerful place to pick your direction. Which way do you want to ride that horse? You know, which way do you want to go? You are truly at a choice point now in terms of creating your new life for yourself. So a very powerful energy to come into the full moon with, and a great time on the full moon to ground that knowingness and pick your new direction. So I'm so excited on this journey that we are on and seeing how that can unfold for you. As always, feel free to message me or to comment on the video and just let me know how this is resonating with you. As always, until we see each other again, may we all walk in beauty. Take care.